Was I concerned about quitting my job? No. I got some money stacked up and I'm not stressing about nothing. Well, for one, I don't drive a car. Car is it's expensive. You got to think about car insurance. Got to pay more in taxes if you drive a car. Got to think about gas and all of this other shit. Another thing that I don't have because I've been broke for a while is that I don't have rent. I mean, I help my parents out with financial stuff whenever they need help. Now, if enough money is still stacked up to continue helping them, and that's that. And another thing I don't do, I don't chase women because like when you're chasing women, that is expensive. You got to go to like clubs, bars, or just freaking random places. All that shit freaking adds up. And another thing I don't do that I'm able to keep money is that I don't pay for like Netflix or none of the other stuff. I mean, when I was working, I was paying for a couple stuff. Uh, HBO Max for a little bit, then stopped paying for that. Um, but I normally just pay for one, then when I'm done watching what I want to watch, I cut that off completely. So to think about my expenses, another thing I don't really do, I don't really eat out that much. I mean, grocery bills is expensive as is. But the main thing that I made sure that I did was put money in the stock market. Because we're not going to be changing the system anytime soon. System's not going to change. So use the system to help you out more. I mean, granted, I'm not a big fan of the system we got going on in America because it's 100% late stage capitalism. But at the same time, with it being late stage capitalism and the fact that I'm not going to be able to buy a home or even a car, it just means I have no expenses. I don't have a house, so I'm not going to be able to have kids. And that's another way I'm saving money. Because having kids in this economy is expensive. Another thing about me, I'm a loner. I don't have friends. That means I don't have friends asking for money. I don't have friends wanting to hang out. That's another way I save money. Because having friends is freaking good and shit, but it just depends on what type of friends. Like, I mean, I still hang out with people. I still do. But it's fairly limited with the amount of times I hang out, which honestly I'm okay with, because I don't need a bunch of fake friends freaking bringing me down financially, mentally, and all these other stuff. Another thing that I also do where I'm not stressed out about quitting a job or leaving a job is that I realize every job is going to be paying the same. Whether you making $15 an hour or $20 an hour, it's still relatively the same. So when you reach $20 an hour, you enter a different tax bracket, which they be taking more money out of you. So the difference would be a few grand, maybe $5 grand. That might be the difference. 5-6 grand at the very most. But at the end of the day, what can you do with the difference? I mean, yeah, you tend to could park it in like a savings account or whatever. But it's the pursuit of being rich is what I've given up on completely. But anyways.